Every journey begins with a step, and for a group of determined young men, that step led them into the iconic pyramid at Cal State Long Beach, the beginning of a weekend designed to challenge, inspire, and transform. This is the Boss Weekend, not just an event, a movement, a launch pad where boys of color connect with opportunity, excellence, and vision. Founded by Everett L. Glenn, a respected attorney, sports agent, and community leader, Boss equips young men with the tools and support to rise beyond barriers and lead with purpose. The weekend kicked off with a powerful panel from the Los Angeles Rams. Their message was clear: success takes character, discipline, and knowing your worth.
And there are always going to be tough times, like we're all saying, but at the end of the day, you have to remember why you're doing this stuff. So I think that's probably something I harp on a lot.
You know, if I wasn't like the best athlete, I was good enough to get in on an academic scholarships.
I think what helped me is having people that held me accountable, right? To remind me the importance of education. That was at UCLA to make sure I got my degree and consistently checked in to make sure I was making the right choices to do that.
Believe in yourself. Believe in who you are, and believe when these tough times are there, you persevere through it, you fight through it, but you'll come out better on the other side.
In a moment of celebration, the Rams honored Everett Glenn with the Playmaker Award, recognizing his decades of service and unwavering commitment to youth and community. Next, students engaged in a high-energy speed networking session, learning directly from professionals across fields, from tech and law to entrepreneurship and the arts. They asked big questions, they got real answers, and they saw new possibilities take shape.
I'm a software engineer at Ford Motor Company.
That grind is number one, handling your schoolwork. Because without school, you're not going to get nothing done.
We are teaching you how to make computers, build them from scratch. We're teaching you how to make websites.
Then came a keynote that sparked the room. Ramsey J. Jr., executive, speaker, and author, challenged our young men to dream boldly and act with purpose.
Because if you change the way you think, little by little, you'll change the way you behave. If you change the way you behave, you'll change the opportunities you receive. When you change the opportunities you receive, you change the prospects of where you can go. You change the prospects where you can go, you'll change your life.
The day closed with a tour of the Cal State Long Beach campus. Students walked through academic spaces and began to visualize college life as a reality within reach. They asked questions, explored departments, and started to see themselves as future scholars. But the Boss Weekend didn't end there. The following evening, families, mentors, sponsors, and scholars gathered to celebrate excellence at the Boss Awards. The energy in the room was electric. Students were honored across 6 foundational pillars of excellence. Socially boss, Casey Maddox. Physically boss, Dorian Franklin. Spiritually boss, Darius Williams. Emotionally boss, Zaid Jenkins. Mentally boss, Caleb Tate. Economically boss, Mateo Brannon. Each name called brought a wave of cheers, smiles, and standing ovations. These weren't just awards. They were reflections of growth, grit, and leadership. As students took the stage, they shared personal stories. They spoke with pride about their struggles, their progress, and their vision for the future.
And if I had the opportunity to speak to the Boss supporters and anybody that's helped sponsor and build Boss, I would just tell them that they're not just building a program, but they're also investing in these black and brown young boys' life.
I don't avoid things because they're hard. I do them because they move me closer to my goal.
Legacy is not leaving something for people, it's leaving something in people.
Their words moved the audience. Their confidence lit up the room. Sponsors and guest speakers added powerful words of encouragement.
Because here at the Business of Student Success, we are passing torches. We are affirming identity. We are training up kings.
My reason for Boss is to prepare these boys because I had to succeed in spite of all of the odds, right? And the world is not going to change like we want it to change. But they have to be prepared and equipped and positioned to win in spite of it.
Parents looked on with pride, some with tears in their eyes. It wasn't just a ceremony. It was a celebration of transformation. The message was clear. When boys of color are equipped with the right tools, mentorship, and belief, they rise. This is the business of student success. This is BOSS.